Hello everyone, and a massive welcome to the channel. House update video for you guys today. And I've been doing these videos every now and again for the last nearly 3 years since we moved in here. Like, it's hard to believe that we've been in this house nearly 3 years. And to be honest with you guys, we are nowhere near as far along with this as I hoped we would be by this point. So if you guys watch a lot of my videos, you may remember that the storm we had here in the UK a couple of months ago, it was a really bad storm. Our fence actually was blown down basically through that storm, and then it was very kindly patched up. But obviously the fence needs replacing. It's a complete eyesore. So as you guys can see, there's like a lump of mud and stuff just over here. Sorry, I'm filming this like through the garden room window. There we go. My husband has actually dug a massive hole ready for one of the fence posts. Underneath that, the wood and the brick there is a massive deep hole ready for a fence post. Also, do you guys see this little patch of soil right here with some paving blocks around it? Ignore the absolutely dead flowers that are in there at the moment. My husband bought me some flowers for Valentine's Day, and what I do when they start to die off, I will basically, I don't know, this might sound completely ridiculous to some people, but I like to give the flowers back to the earth. I know it doesn't look particularly pretty, but that's just what I like to do. I don't like to just throw flowers in the bin. I don't know, there's just something about that just comes across as very disrespectful to me. So I like to put them back into the soil, into the ground, into the earth, But anyways, that's what those are. But for this little spot here, I'm thinking eventually of taking this soil bit out, and obviously the paving blocks, getting rid of those as well, and either putting some decking down or just having a paved area, and have one of those lazy spa inflatable hot tubs. I think that would be a really nice little spot for a hot tub. It's close to the garden room, so we have, electricity and whatnot for the pump for the hot tub. And it's close, obviously, to the French doors as well. Originally, I was going to have it over there, over by the fence there where the gate is. But I decided against that because I just think that it would be too far. I don't know if the lead for the hot tub would stretch quite this far for those sockets there. So yeah, thinking about just doing it here instead, a lot closer. Moving on to the side of the house now. So I don't know if you guys would have remembered this, but basically once over in this little spot here in the corner next to the fence, there used to be just a bunch of soil, and it was a raised area with soil inside, and there was nice block paving around it, basically just where plants would normally have been planted. But when we moved in, there was nothing there. My husband just took all the soil out, he's removed it, and he's started putting the block paving down, so now we can actually use that part of the side of the house. And also, it's a similar sort of story over here in this little corner next to the fence as well. I don't know if you guys will remember this either, but when we moved in this spot here, there was a bit of a wall, a raised kind of wall, and there was a top on it, and you could take the top off and it was just filled with rubbish and soil and cement and just all sorts of stuff we found in there. My husband knocked it all down, and obviously, as you can see, he's starting to put the block paving down there as well. And here is the block paving that is currently scattered around the garden and down the side of the house. Moving on again now, and this is basically where a load of wild flowers were once planted. Not anymore because I've pulled them all up. Basically, when we first moved in, this area of the garden was just massively overgrown. I don't think the previous owners ever really looked after it. We took it all out, we sorted it all out, and then we actually planted last year some wild flowers. However, I didn't like the look of them. As the wildflowers were growing more and more, I just hated it more and more because it looked really tatty. As you can see, there's nothing there now other than a few weeds which have started to grow through the past few weeks since I did it. And also there's a massive like green area here. This is actually where my husband planted some poppies, I think they are, if I remember rightly. So I've left them in, but everything else has been removed. Now, the thing is with this part of the garden, I'm not sure what is going to happen with this. I don't know if we're keeping it with the soil and maybe some lovely plants, flowers, all that sort of stuff, or if it's just getting taken out and we're just gonna pave it all. So at the moment, I don't really want to plant flowers and stuff if I'm not 100% sure really what we're going to do with this area. We could just put the block paving down. So yeah, that's what's going on with this little bit here. So that is everything that I have to show you guys. Oh my God, what is going on with my t-shirt? So that's everything that I have to show you guys for this particular house update video. Like I said, I've got a lot of plans for like the garden and whatnot. I mean, we still need to get our drive put in. Still a ton of work to do. We still have to do the garage window. There's still a lot of decorating that we need to do inside the house. Like I say, it's just one of them things, as and when we get time to do these things, and you know, trying to squeeze everything in can be quite difficult sometimes. But yeah, you know, things are happening just very slowly. So I hope you enjoyed this update video. If you did, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new here, go ahead and click on that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.